Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason and I'm your watch guy today. Today I am reviewing the Pagani Design 007 Commander. Now you may be thinking, what the hell is that? That is their homage to the 007 Seamaster. It's a very pretty watch, but there are definitely some points that we have to talk about. Now this watch is priced at the moment in the Trendy Men's Watch store for £100 to £107, which is a little bit higher than a usual Pagani design. I have a discount code in the description for $7 off if you'd like to use that. Also, it's just been put on for a 7-day delivery into Europe from Spain, so you can get it pretty quickly. If you are interested in buying this watch, my affiliate link is in the description. I'd be very grateful if you could use that. The unboxing of this here watch was my best performing video ever. I think got 2,000 views in about 2 days, so you know that's fantastic. But that's for a good reason. There's a few talking points about this watch, whether it's worth it, whether it's a little bit too steep, why they've changed their pricing. So let's turn this camera around and let me try and explain to you why. So this is the highly anticipated Pagani Design PD1667. It's their homage of the Omega Seamaster, the 007 James Bond No Time to Die version. Now Pagani Design are referring to this as the 007 Commander. Now, as well as the upgrade in specifications, this one actually does have some really nice dimensions. So the diameter of this watch is 41mm, which is very wearable. It is 14.3mm thick, which is on the larger side, but you will see why when you see this crystal. Lug to lug, it is 48.9mm, again very wearable. The lugs are 20mm. Obviously, it's very easy to find a strap to change into this if you so wish. If you wanted to match this up with the James Bond NATO, that's something that you can do. Now, this is packing Seiko's famous NH35A movement. It's an old workhorse of a movement. It's one that's been around for years and it will be around for years more, I suspect. It just has everything that you need in a budget movement. It's very reliable. It has hand winding and hacking capabilities. What more can you ask for? Now, as we move into the casing of this watch, really nice curved casing, really nice machining to the case. As you can see, it is in that Seamaster homage style. It has a really nice mixture of brushed and polished finishing, really high level of finishing on the sides here with the brushing, and it fades into this really nice high polish on the top of the lugs and the top of the crown guards. This bezel actually has really nice brushed finishing too. This is built completely in 316L stainless steel, which is a good grade material to use on a watch. The lugs are very curved and detailed. As you can see, they sort of reach into the bracelet to connect to it, where they have these opposing sides. The crown guards flow really nicely with the casing, and it almost seems like it comes to cover the crown, just not quite, as you can see there. This crown is screwed down. It has good levels of grip on it. As we move to this crown here, it's high polish on the side and it does have the Pagani Design logo, which is nice to see. Screw this one back in. Starts to wind as you do so. As we move to the rear of the casing, you can see that we have a screw down display case back. Shows off that NH35A movement taken away in the back of it. As you can see around this case back, we have the information from the watch. Water resistance up to 100 meters, stainless steel, Pagani Design PD1667 down at the bottom there. As I mentioned there, this case provides us with 100 meters of water resistance. Now as we move on to this bezel, it is a 120 click unidirectional bezel, as you would come to expect. There is some play in the bezel, as I did mention in the unboxing video. This is a ceramic bezel insert in black, a nice gloss black that reflects the light really well. Accenting that gloss black, we have these brown indicators around the bezel. We have the triangle at the 12 o'clock position, and we have Arabics at the 10-minute intervals. And in between them at the 5s, we have these batons. finishing off with dots for the rest of the minute markers. Obviously we have a pip here in the center of the triangle for the 12 o'clock. The brown against the black here really goes a long way for this vintage type of feel that Pagani are obviously going for, to fill that no time to die type of feel for this homage. The grip on the bezel is really nicely designed with these cut out notches. Makes it easy to grip and gives it this really nice gear type of effect around the edge. I'll just move you in closer for this dial shot. Now I hope you can see there that this Pagani Design dial actually has a really nice grain type of finish on it. Really nice textured finish, which I don't think a lot of people will pick up on in the promotional pictures for it. Around the edge for this minute track we have a step down. It gives the watch a really nice 3D type of effect and gives us some more presence, I believe. The indices accent the dial very nicely with this aged radium lume type of effect. All the indices have a nice stainless steel border to complete them. At the 12 o'clock here we have a double baton, at the 6 and 9 we have a single baton, and the rest of the indices are circular. Obviously here at the 3 o'clock we have a date window. Now that's not colour matched, it's not a black date wheel with a white accent. A lot of people won't like that. Personally I don't really mind it, that's just my personal opinion. It's nice to have them colour matched sometimes, but in my opinion it's not exactly the end of the world. We have the Pagani Design logo at the 12 o'clock in this gold print which accents the rest of the colours really nicely in this watch. Down at the 6 o'clock we have the usual type of information: automatic, water resistant, 10 bar, 100 meters. As you can see at the 6 o'clock there, either side of the indice, we have Japan movement, which signifies this NH35 Seiko movement in the back. We have a really large sword style handset with a stainless steel border and this same radium lume type of finish in the center. Obviously they have skeletonized cutouts down to the base. The handset is finished by this lollipop second hand ticking away here, which reaches just before the edge of the indices. Now obviously this is one of the variations from the actual NTTD design, the Seamaster design in fact. These aren't the same type of handsets that you would get on a Seamaster, not the same style. So that's where Pagani are varied slightly, as well as the 10 o'clock not having that helium valve, which a lot of people may like. They may like a bit of a change. Now one thing that Pagani Design really did have to step up in this model when they're charging this type of price is the lume. That's pretty much what any other reviewer, including myself, goes to for their moans on these watches. The lume is never really that good, and I'm happy to say that they have stepped this lume up. I'll insert the lume shot just here for you. Now as you can see, they have a really nice bright green lume on this one. Now on their listing they have listed that as C3 green light lume. They have also mixed in BGW9 luminous powder. Whatever they're doing with this, it's worked. That's much better from Pagani Design. That's the type of level I expect for this type of price range, to be fair. Now finishing off the entire casing of this watch, we have a really nice sapphire crystal, which is slightly domed and it has a really nice tabletop type of effect. It really makes a feature of itself and pops out from that bezel. I thought that was a really quality piece that Pagani Design have put into this one, which again is probably one of the reasons that they've upped their prices. Now as I move on to the bracelet of this watch, it is a full stainless steel bracelet, fully brushed effect. It has a slight taper towards the clasp. The sides of this bracelet are high polish, which gives a nice little accent to it. They are really solid feeling links on this one and solid end links. They do have male protruding links for the end links. Now I thought that this bracelet, straight out of the box, I thought this was a really premium bracelet. I thought they've stepped the game up on that one. The bracelets are usually hit and miss, but this one, yeah, 100% brilliant bracelet. Now we have a milled clasp on this one. As you can see there, double pushers either side. We also have to this side a extension, which is quite stiff and has been since I got it. I've been trying to loosen it up, but it seems to still be quite stiff, quite stuck in there, and then quite hard to get back in. Double pushers on either side of this clasp, as I say, and we have the Pagani Design logo engraved on the clasp there, fully brushed. Now this bracelet is actually really nice on wrist. It feels really good on wrist. Unfortunately though, it doesn't have any micro adjusts. As you can see at the end, instead of having micro adjust, they've kind of just popped in this singular small link that you can take out to get a better fit. I don't think that that's enough, if I'm honest. I'm going to pop this on wrist for you, get a nice little wrist shot, and then I'm going to go into a new section. Not one that I'm going to do all the time, but I'm going to try and explain to you why I personally think, not justify it in any way, because it's completely up to yourself to justify the price of this piece, but I'm going to tell you why I think they have upped the price on this one. So here is the Pagani Design PD1667 on wrist. It's a really pretty watch, very nice feeling fit to my wrist. I don't know if everyone's going to get that fit because there's no micro adjusts on there. The bracelet feels absolute premium. It feels quality on wrist and it feels well built. And as I say, the watch looks brilliant on wrist also. Now, let me tell you why I think they've upped the price on this one. It's all to do with the specifications and the features that they've included. Now, that sapphire crystal, yes, they include sapphire crystals in most of their watches, but this one is a little bit special. It's not your average sapphire crystal. It has that tabletop type of effect. It is slightly domed, and that is a premium crystal that they've inserted into this watch, I believe. So I think that'll probably take the price up slightly. They have improved the lume at this type of price range. That's what I expect. They're not going miles ahead of what I'd expect, but it is really good lume on this one. As I've mentioned, the build of the bracelet is a premium build. It's a premium bracelet. It may have split pins in this one, but it is still a really, really quality feeling bracelet. The finishing around the watch, the polish and the brushing is top quality. I have no complaints at all about it, and it looks the part, it really does. Now, as well as that, they haven't fitted this with a normal bezel. They've fitted it with a ceramic plus liquid metal bezels. Apparently it's more resistant to corrosion and wear than traditional ceramic bezels. So obviously that's another feature that they've included. What Pagani Design have tried to do here is they've tried to build a premium watch, one that has all the features they'd like to insert into their budget watches, but obviously can't at that price range. And honestly, given the choice again, would I spend another £100 on one of these? Yeah, I kind of think it's worth it, but that's my opinion. You have to make your own opinion on that. And aiding in that opinion is probably going to be my moan section. Now, I'm going to take this off wrist and see if the trade-offs are worth it for you. First and foremost, if you've seen my unboxing video, you know that this bezel did not impress me much. As you can see, a lot of play in it. I can almost switch between about 3 different numbers. There's no real bounce in it. It's just that back play. And that's a big disappointment for me. That was the biggest disappointment from this watch. As well as that back play. To me, that pip is misaligned. It's slightly, very, very slightly over to the right of the watch. Burns my head out. It really, really annoys me when something like that goes wrong, because my OCD sits in and I'm just like, oh God, I can't look at it. I just can't look at it. Now, this bracelet isn't going to be for everyone. We do have male end links here, as you can see, and they protrude quite a bit. Like, you can see the edge of the bracelet links when you're wearing it, and that's not the best type of feel to a bracelet. That's not the best thing to have on a bracelet. Not everyone really likes male end links. It is very comfy, but that's going to be a complaint for some people. As well as the micro adjust I've already mentioned, they haven't put any in, which is a letdown. As well as that, this clasp definitely needs some work for me personally. It's very hard for me to actually clip it in on wrist. Like that, a lot of pressure just there. As you can see here, I am really putting a lot of pressure onto my wrist to clip that in. It's very stiff, and I have had incidences where I haven't clipped it in properly and it's kind of just come loose. So I do think that that clasp needs a little bit of work. That may just be a quality control issue on my model itself. It may not be with all of them, or it may just be me complaining about something very silly, because obviously once it's clipped in, it's perfect. Again, would I buy it once more if I had my time again, my money again? Yeah, I would. It's a lovely piece and it's going to look very pretty in my collection. We're going to have to see who wins in the fight between this and the Fleeta though. I don't think I can keep both. Guys, that is my review of the PD1667. It's a gorgeous watch, it really is, and I can see why this was so highly anticipated. It's something that a lot of people have asked for a long time, and Pagani Design have now delivered it. It is a premium Pagani Design. There's no way of getting around that. Maybe they should have made that more clear before announcing the pricing of this watch, but the thing is, they have packed a lot of better specifications into it. The sapphire crystal, for one, absolutely amazing. It reminds me a lot of the crystal on the Seamaster Homage that I got from Fleeta. Really premium crystal, and they're not exactly cheap. The bezel, yeah, it's a letdown. They have tried to do something there and I don't think it's come off. Apart from that, the watch is built brilliantly. It is a lovely, lovely watch. Now, speaking of which, if you wanted to pick one of these up for yourself, I have my affiliate link in the description. I would be very grateful if you use that. I also have a discount code from Trendy Men's Watch Store where I picked my one up. That is in the description. If you want to use that, you can get $7 off. Every little helps, doesn't it? If you haven't already subscribed, guys, please do subscribe to the channel. I produce 3 videos a week and you will enjoy them. About 850 other people do now. So, yeah, that's getting a bit crazy, right? Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.